Who are they, the foreign investors? How easy is to do business in Kazakhstan? What investment projects are being implemented? What areas of Kazakhstan's economy are attractive for investment? Watch business opportunities on Kazakh TV and meet successful foreign investors working in Kazakhstan.
Eurasian Resources Group is engaged in mining and processing of mineral resources. The group includes mining, metallurgy, energy, and transportation companies located on 4 continents. Kazakhstan has always been a priority area for the Eurasian Resources Group. The company employs over 61,000 employees in Kazakhstan. In the group companies, the company's investments here have exceeded $11 billion. Investments in construction and launch of Kazakhstan's first production of primary aluminum totaled more than $1 billion. Kazakhstan aluminum smelter in Pavlodar was put into operation in 2007. President of Kazakhstan Nursultan Nazarbayev, one of the main initiators of the construction of a unique enterprise, attended the opening of the plant. The plant CEO Roman Romanov traditionally starts his mornings by reading email and business papers, despite the fact that the company has long automated its documentation. However, contracts and orders still require the CEO's physical signature.
Добрый день. Понедельник, начало трудовой недели.
Good day. Monday is the beginning of the work week.
Большое путешествие по нашему заводу.
Let's have a quick tour of our factory. You will get to see the factory, the production cycle, and will get to meet the people working here, with whom I spend most of my time during working days.
Я непосредственно провожу большую часть своего времени именно на течение рабочего дня на этом заводе.
Next is the operations meeting with the top management of the enterprise. The agenda includes some of the most pressing issues, as the increasing the production volume of the recent years, aluminum shipping, terms of export, and of course, the labor issues. Check this agreement to see why we need to supply 70 units. Today at 11 a.m. we have a general staff meeting at the repair center. The head of the company is in charge of ensuring safety at the workplace, creating a healthy working atmosphere, and providing incentives for effective performance and creative initiative, Romanov believes.
Самое главное, за что отвечает руководитель, это за своих работников.
Most importantly, the head of the enterprise is responsible for the entire staff. Our factory has more than 2,600 staff. It is for these people that I am responsible.
Наши евразийские группы, это наши люди.
The company's main value is its people. Human resources are our major asset. Production is only possible with the help of human resources. Yes, modern technology, innovative solutions are important, but the work is still done by the people.
На каждой фотографии люди труда.
These are the photos of our people at work, of those who are directly engaged in the production process. Can you see that?
Занимается выливкой металла, видите? Здесь спортивные достижения.
We have sporting achievements too. People here are proud of each other's athletic achievements. During meetings with the workers of different units and workshops, the management hears out their suggestions and complaints. They relate directly to the production process and work conditions, including transportation, affordable housing programs, and healthcare. Such meetings have become a tradition at the factory.
Приветствую, нормально все?
Greetings, all okay? Come in.
Мы отчитываемся как руководители, что было сделано за...
We are accountable as the managers for what has been done based on the previous proposals.
На нашей первой встрече.
Now we are talking about what we have already done and planning new tasks.
Поэтому у работников есть такая очень...
Those meetings are very interactive. Workers can put direct questions and expect answers or following action. You will see this for yourself. This is the head of our main workshop.
Наш начальник цеха основного. Всем еще раз здравствуйте, значит.
Hello all. As we remember and agreed on our previous meeting, we will meet every 3 months.
Это не будет такой разовой акции, да? Значит, что мы будем с вами встречаться ежеквартально. Что было сделано, вы, наверное, знаете, видите.
You all know what has been done. We have changed some of the bus routes. If you have questions, we'll talk about it. We have introduced Wi-Fi on every bus. Have you started using the Wi-Fi? We will open new bus routes for factory workers who live in the town of Aksu once the bridge is built. Now we need to understand how many workers live in Aksu. The plant, in addition to the auxiliary workshops, has two main workshops: aluminum electrolysis shop and workshop for production of electrodes. Pre-baked anode technology is used to obtain metal. 500 kilograms are necessary to produce 1 ton of aluminum. In 1 hour, the shop produces 25 tons of anodes.
Сейчас мы вам покажем.
Now we will show you something without which it is impossible to produce primary aluminum. This is calcined anode.
Сейчас мы зайдем в смесительно-прессовое отделение.
Now we'll go to the mixing and pressing department. Here, coke and pitch are used to prepare anodes that have not been burned. Then we will go to the kiln, where our raw anodes are baked.
Обожженные аноды. В этом году мы вышли на полную производительную мощность 136 тысяч тонн.
This year, we switched to full capacity. We produce 136,000 tons of raw and baked anodes and fully cover the demand for this raw material necessary for the production of aluminum. Come, I'll show you.
Поэтому пройдемте, я вам покажу.
Anodes are made from mixture of calcined petroleum, coke, and so-called pitch, the distillation product of coal tar or petroleum pitch. Before baking anodes, referred are considered raw.
Сейчас мы покажем вам процесс, при котором происходит производство зеленого анода.
Now we will show you the production process of raw anodes. This is the initial stage in the production of baked anodes. The charge of pitch coke is fed to the distribution device, and through method of direct pressing we obtain raw anodes. Hello, how are you? All good? Okay. Everything's controlled. In principle, the operator is automated.
Сейчас мы пройдем в святая святых, что называется, нашего цеха по производству электродов.
Now we will go into the holy of holies of our plant, to the kiln, where anodes are baked for 14 days before we have the anodes placed in the electrolysis tub.
Состояние обожженного анода для того, чтобы уже мы эти аноды поместили в электролизную ванну. Еще в 2015 году
In 2015, we used to purchase anodes from abroad. We mainly used to import from China, but since the beginning of 2016, we fully cover the domestic demand for anodes. The anode consists of coke and pitch. We buy the pitch from Kazakhstani producer, which is ArcelorMittal.
50% кокса мы приобретаем у российских партнеров.
50% of the coke we acquire is from the Russian partners, and 50% we buy here at the Pavlodar plant for production of calcined petroleum coke.
Начали производить нефтяной прокаленный кокс.
After pressing, the anode blocks are restored in a stock for several days. Before baking them, all the parameters are checked.
После того, как уже мы убедимся, что качество нашего анода,
And after that, we see that the quality of raw anode meets the requirements and standards, and only then they are moved to the kiln.
печь обжига, где в течение 14 суток, находясь в камерах,
Then they are baked for 14 days.
называется, пекутся и обжигаются.
Kiln consists of 50 cells, in each of them placed on the 140 and 7 anodes. Calcination takes place at a temperature above 1000 degrees.
Мы сейчас непосредственно находимся на печи обжига.
This is the kiln. Here, we see the work of the burners. They work with fuel oil. The baking temperature, 1190 degrees.
Температура обжига достигается до 1190 градусов. Что самое здесь основное?
What is most important is that the gas purification system captures up to 99.5% of gas. As you can see, everything's clean.
То есть, как видите, все чисто.
Да, здесь у нас находятся операторы, которые дистанционно управляют всем процессом, на мониторы выводятся.
Here we have our operators who remotely manage the entire process. The monitor displays all information on what's going on.
Это подъем анодов с камеры.
You can see the rise of the anodes, the baked ones, which then are delivered in aluminum electrolysis plant. At a temperature of 1190 degrees, the anodes are baked for 14 days, and that is called a baked anode. Now they are ready to be shipped to the aluminum electrolysis shop and participate in the production of primary aluminum. The company employs a lot of women due to the fact that the aluminum smelter has the latest equipment and all the processes are automated. Manual labor is reduced to a minimum. Workers have been trained in Germany to operate modern cranes.
В 2012 году я пришла на Казахстанский электролизный завод работать.
In 2012, I came to work here. I've acquired the profession of a crane operator, and we have a few women who have been selected from the baking department to operate cranes. Everything's automated. It's not hard. It's a good job for women, nothing too complicated. The work is very pleasant.
Работа очень нравится.
Сейчас мы пройдем в основное наше производственное подразделение.
Now we will go to our main production unit, the Department of Aluminum Electrolysis. I want you to meet Baurjan Smilov, the head of the department. Baurjan Smilov has been with us since day one. Back then, we had lots of staff from Russia, Ukraine and Tajikistan, which had been invited to launch aluminum production in Kazakhstan.
Поднимали это алюминиевое производство Республики Казахстан. За это время не только смог пройти обучение.
During this time, not only the local staff was able to get the proper on-job training, but now oversees the entire production process. Local colleges, since then, launched new vocational training programs to meet the talent demand at the Pavlodar factories and of our plant as well.
Готовить специалистов для нашего завода в том числе.
Only one shop electrolysis works employs almost 50 college graduates of Pavlodar region. The stake was made on young people, and judging by the results of almost a decade of business, it was the right decision.
То длина нашего корпуса одного составляет 1 километр.
The length of this section is 1 kilometer. Here we have two absolutely symmetrical sections. Each of them is located 144 tubs, 288 in total. Each tub daily produces 2,400 kilograms of aluminum, i.e. 2 tons and 4 kilograms overall.
400 килограмм алюминия, то есть 2 тонны 400. И если вы посмотрите внизу, вот внизу это алюминий.
If you look at the bottom, this is aluminum. Those baked anodes are placed on the anode rod. Plus, we use natural clay of an excellent quality made by one of the companies in our group called Aluminum of Kazakhstan. We now produce a very good quality aluminum, A8, A85. In 2009, our Kazakhstani aluminum was registered on the London Metal Exchange. Thus, our aluminum, 250,000 tons, are traded on international markets.
Обороте. Сейчас мы пройдем святая святых. Это тот волшебная комната, где получается из обожженных анодов, какие вы уже посмотрели.
Now we will go into the Holy of Holies. This is the magic room where, out of baked anodes, final product, ingots, primary aluminum, is made.
Первичный алюминий. Здравствуйте, ребят.
Greetings. Hello. The molten metal from the electrolysis cells is fed to the mixer on a conveyor and then is placed in a special form of cast iron, the mold. This is how the aluminum ingots weighing 20 kilograms are produced. This is the result of hard work involving thousands of employees of several companies of the Eurasia Group, including the Eurasian Energy Corporation.
Электролизный процесс вообще это очень энергоемкий. 420 мегаватт мы потребляем электроэнергии. Достаточно солидный объем.
The electrolysis process is very energy intensive. We consume 420 megawatts of electricity. This is a substantial amount. Accordingly, we need the electricity produced by our coal miners. That is the work of thousands of people. So the end product was the primary aluminum made at the Kazakhstan aluminum smelter.
Первичный алюминий, который производится на Казахстанском электролизном заводе. Рынок внутреннего потребления сейчас составляет 10% от всего нашего производства.
10% of our products are used to cover the domestic consumption. The rest we export mainly to Russia, which has its own large aluminum production, but our aluminum is still in demand.
Производство алюминия, но наш алюминий все равно востребован.
In addition to the Russian Federation, Kazakhstani aluminum is exported to several other countries, including Ukraine, Belarus, and Uzbekistan. Of the 250,000 tons of aluminum which the plant produces a year, the lion's share of revenues accounts for exports. Over time, exports will only grow even more.
Перед вами непосредственно сейчас происходит процесс забора выливки так называемого жидкого алюминия с электролизеров.
What we see now is the so-called tapping of liquid aluminum by crane in bucket vacuum. Bucket capacity is about 9 tons. Each of the cell every day pours out about 2,450 kilograms of liquid aluminum. Now we combine compressed air and liquid. That's how tapping of aluminum happens. Workers have all the necessary experience.
Мы с вами находимся в литейном отделении, куда непосредственно завозится тот жидкий алюминий с корпусов, с электролизером.
We're located in the casting department, where the liquid aluminum is delivered. Here, it is poured into a mixer. Every mixer has a capacity of 60 tons. 5 mixers are located in one foundry unit.
После заливки металла в миксер, металл отстаивается, затем...
After pouring the metal into the mixer, the metal cools down. Then it is removed through a slag of special equipment, the skinning equipment, and further, it spreads between conveyor. Then liquid aluminum is delivered to the molds. There are about 312 molds. Cooling occurs due to water supply.
Вы сейчас наблюдаете непосредственно самого процесса разливки по изложницам. Здесь температура порядка 400 градусов.
The inlet temperature of aluminum is 750 degrees. At the output during the cooling off, we will have aluminum temperature of about 70 or 60 degrees.
Мы имеем порядка 60-70 градусов температура чушек. В данном этапе участки конвейера происходит...
At this side, there is a direct pipeline installation of aluminum ingots using modern robots. Almost a minimum of human intervention is required here. One simply monitors the correct running of operations. Then the metal piles, each weighing 1 ton, are stored in the workshop premises. Each stack is weighed and labeled. Then the product is shipped to the buyer.
Сейчас это теплый.
Now it is a warm metal that has just rolled out and ready to be shipped already. I would like to draw attention to the basic principles of our group: experience, responsibility, and heritage. This is what underlies all the activities of the entire group of companies.
Нашей группы компании ERG. На всех наших предприятиях нашей группы компании ERG.
The Eurasian Resources Group has a program titled Signal Sheets. Every employee can and has the right to submit ideas to improve the process or safety. So here, we clearly show what the recommendation was and how it later got implemented. It is motivational for everyone, every worker whose offer is accepted by signaling sheet gets a certain motivational reward.
Это мотивационно для каждого, то есть каждый работник, чье предложение принимается по сигнальному листу, получает определенное мотивационное вознаграждение.
Here he can see what the situation was like before his suggestion and what happened afterwards. The recommendations can be made by staff of any department. For example, here you can see the suggestions from Electrode's production shop. In the before section, there were no stands. After section shows that stands have been introduced.
Подставок стало уже после соответствующими подставками. Не было мобильного столика, он появился. Это все улучшает.
This improves the safety, culture, aesthetics of production, which is very important for every department and the entire company. Kazakhstan aluminum smelter has been successfully operating for almost 10 years now. However, the Eurasia electrolysis plant does not want to stop there. In the near future, they are planning to build another plant that will allow to process primary aluminum in Kazakhstan.
У евразийской группы есть очень большой проект.
The Eurasian Resources Group is starting construction of a second plant in Kazakhstan, which will increase the production of aluminum. The necessary audit and preparations are underway.
Завода, который позволит увеличить производство алюминия, и рассматривается и в настоящее время проходят необходимые технические аудиты, всевозможные решения сейчас дорабатывают.
This will allow us to produce primary aluminum and secondary products. This, for example, alloys. It may be semi-finished products, which will also be in demand in the market of Kazakhstan and beyond.
Полуфабрикаты, которые также будут востребованы на рынке Казахстана и за ее пределами.
Construction of a new transport hub for aluminum reception is underway. Previously, the raw materials were delivered to the plant through auto transportation. However, soon railway transportation will be available. Primary aluminum production requires up to 480,000 tons of aluminum per year. The new transportation hub will not only reduce fuel costs, but also speed up the unloading and delivery process. New investment projects and coordinated work of the whole team of Kazakhstan Aluminum Smelter ensure a promising future of the enterprise.